Do you want to bake bosses like this? Huge damage output. We did hit over 1 billion solo. I did a group play with some friends and did a 900 million earthquake. Also, I was doing some solo play, and I'm going to show you those clips as well. Baking bosses solo, doing rotations with weapons and buffing my anomaly power and hitting over 1 billion. This build is busted. So this is the Devastator build that I've been putting together. I know that there's other builds as well, but I kind of just wanted to break down what I've been using. First of all, we're going to start with the class tree. Again, you can spec into this all you would like, change some cooldown stuff, maybe get into your skill leeches or armor piercing or more anomaly power, however you would like, but this is all the tree settings I'm using. So if you wanted to copy it, again, there's reasons behind it later. My packs tree, I'm currently using puncture, and I will explain why you're going to end up wanting to switch it down here to obliteration. The only reason I'm using this now is because I'm not running Seismic Commander helmet. So since I'm running the Seismic Commander helmet, when I get my build finished, I'll be able to inflict bleed with my earthquake. So for now, this is what we're running. Your sanction points, me personally, I think you should go straight into anomaly power and anomaly damage right off the bat and then hit some cooldowns. But again, maybe if you wanted to split some cooldowns with your anomaly power and then go into status power and then go against your damage elites, that's all good. But after that, I went into status power, resistance piercing, and armor piercing because you can actually do some really cool things with those two mods as well. My skills, I'm running Golem, Earthquake, and Gravity Leap. You could switch off Golem and go to Reflect, but the reason why I don't use Reflect is because I do a lot of team play, and Golem helps me a lot with that, and I'm not spamming all three abilities as much in team play, and when I'm in solos, really don't need it because you just delete bosses. So again, you could switch it up. You could put on Impale, you could put on Reflect, pretty much do whatever you want, but I just wanted to show you what I'm using. So let's get on into the build, guns, mods, what I'm using. This is my main weapon. Mage's Rage and Fortress and Stigmatized is on this weapon. The reason why I'm doing this is because when I shoot Mage's Rage at a boss, I proc 40% anomaly power. I actually take my anomaly power from this 823k and get it close to 4 million. Yes, I said 4 million. It's going to keep getting better and better. A good swap weapon to have, you could have something like this with dimensional rockets on it. I was using this with Fortress, but I really don't need it anymore. So this is my main weapon. I don't need to swap weapons. If you're having trouble clearing ads, get yourself an Anemoy or a Guillotine Shotgun. Guillotine Shotgun drops with Radiation Splash, and Anemoy drops with Moaning Winds. If you have this, it's really easy to do. So what I'm going to do is put this on. Pretty much when you're going through your combinations of your builds, like if you activate Golem and then you do your Gravity Leap and you do your 3 slams, that is the combination. So right before you're getting ready for damaging anything, make sure you aim down sights, shoot your weapon, hit 4 crits, and then to proc Fortress, you want to keep shooting till your right arm turns green. Once you do that, you will activate your Golem or your Reflect, your Gravity Leap, and then your 3 Earthquakes. When you do that and you land and you feel like stuff didn't die, just switch weapons like so and switch back, and it does the Moaning Winds swap. This will help you in early gameplay. Anyways, I'm going to switch back to this. The reason I'm using Stigmatized and Fortress is because Fortress is going to give me that extra 20% for 10 seconds, and Stigmatized is inflicting toxic on enemies. I actually took bleed and toxic and put it on this build.
Yeah, whatever. It's time to die. Even if you have to wait here 1,000 years for it.
So let me tell you why I'm using it. I would like to put on this helmet, and this was what I was talking about in the class tree, Blood Shock. I'm gonna put Blood Shock on my helmet and get a better third mod and take off Ultimate Impaler, and then I can get that extra anomaly power from my packs tree. Increases your anomaly power and your resistance piercing by 6%. Each damaged enemy increases the bonus by 3%, up to 9% for 3 seconds. So that's just adding extra. Anyways, back to the mods. Arms and Anomaly gives me critical shots, increases my anomaly power by 230,000 for 6 seconds. Well, I have to hit crits for this anyway. Despair. This is an important mod for your gravity leap. Enemies within the damage radius of your gravity leap will receive 2 times more anomaly power for 5 seconds. That's your boss bake. And then here's where the toxic comes in. Euthanizer deals 16% more damage against enemies afflicted by toxic. Huge. If you're wondering what this helmet is, it is the Ronin helmet. It's the Raiden helmet. But I would like to swap this helmet in, but I just need to get Tainted Blood swapped out, because Tainted Blood drops on these Seismic Commander legs, and I don't have a good pair of Apocalypse yet, so it will get better. So if I get a third perk here that I want to use, I can swap this in and take these off. The reason why I have this helmet on is because you're going for anomaly cooldown and status power. These drop on helmets, chest pieces, and pants, as you see. So anyways, I'm taking advantage of that 16% more damage. You're going to be using the Seismic Commander armor because it increases your damage towards enemies for 50% bleed. So currently I have on the chest, pants, and boots. Anomaly Echo is huge. It grants 146,000 power for your firepower and 136,000 anomaly power for 6 seconds. Earth's Legacy is to give you a skill range of your Earthquake, so it has a bigger cone of range to inflict more bleed on enemies, and Bloody Boost to give you the flat 8%. My pants, I'm running Tainted Blood that it drops with, and I switch the perk out for Unstoppable Force. This is where I was talking about resistance piercing. Increases your anomaly power by 50% of your resistance piercing. So right now if I hit shift, my resistance piercing is 40%, so this mod gives me a flat 20%, but I want to get it higher. The way to do that would be to run a secondary weapon with armor piercing and status power on this, and you will have to run another mod. This mod is very important. I run it on my pyro, but again, I can't squeeze it on, but this makes you do amazing damage. It's insane. It is called the No Resistance Against the Fortified. It increases your resistance piercing by 100% of your armor piercing value. So when you use this on your pyro, Unstoppable Force, and this together, and you have an armor piercing and status power weapon, it's going to give you more damage. Boss bakes, it's insane. I'm running it on my eruption build, but I'm not done with the eruption build yet, so I can't really show you that fully video yet. Anyways, moving on. Gauntlets, these are terrible. I cannot get a good pair of gauntlets with anomaly power, status power, and cooldown. I would even take skill life leech, but they won't get the drop. So I'm using the ground crush to increase my damage of my Earthquake. Remember, I have 3 of those, and then I get the extra quake. I would like to take these boots off and put that helmet on, so I would like to get another anomaly power, status power, skill life leech, or cooldowns. I'll take that, but again, cooldowns are capped at around 50%, 55%, I think. So I'm over the cooldown limit already, so I don't need that, so skill life leech would work as well. But the reason I have these on is because I'm running the second quake that comes on these boots, and I switched the middle perk out with Captain Hunter, increase your damage to elites, and the second quake gives me a third quake because I'm already using extra quake. And the bottom perk, again, I'm not using, but it does help with spreading the toxic, so I can get my boss bakes in. It is increased by 40% and is equal to 100% of your resistance piercing. So when you're using all this together, that's how you kind of boss bake, and you kind of understand what combos you're using. But the main thing is that you always activate Golem or your protection skill if you're using Golem or you're using Reflect, because just doing that alone gives you an anomaly power boost of 45% for 10 seconds. So the reason why I use Golem is because it kind of reminds me of when I'm not getting that buff anymore. It's exactly 10 seconds. So when my Golem's up again, I know that the buff's gone and I use it again. That is a reason why I use Golem, because Reflect, you can actually just activate this and cancel it, so you're not going to know when your 10 seconds is up to get that other 45% damage buff. So again, the rotation would be shoot your guns, golem up, gravity leap, 3 earthquakes, swap weapon, do it again. So again, I can add a third mod here, take out Toxic Piercer, a third mod on my gauntlets, and a third mod on my pants. Other than that, this build is pretty much complete. I can pretty much destroy anything in the game I would like. Hopefully this video has given you tips on how you can make your dev an unstoppable force. Again, you can add stuff to this and make it really cool. Your swap weapons could put on Frost. You could put on Firestorm. So if you have Firestorm on your second weapon, you could put something on your armor that gives you more damage to burn or ash or freezing. There's so many possibilities, more mods you can add, but the reason why I have these mods on my armor is because they're all anomaly power damage buffed. So hopefully in some of the clips I showed you in this video of me destroying bosses and getting those high damage numbers, it helps you on your dev build. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to juice it to 100k. And I appreciate everyone watching my Outriders content, and don't forget we got some more juicy content coming from Outriders, Destiny, Cuphead. That's right, I said Cuphead. But overall, I just appreciate you guys watching content when I'm even not uploading Destiny. So thank you very much. Don't forget to follow the links down below in the description so you can stay up to date and come into streams and hang out. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day. Peace.
Trapped down here all this time, big guy.
Oops. Oops.
there's not more of you? I'm guessing that you were one of the Father's warriors. You've been trapped down here all this time, big guy? Got Hitaru?